Merry Christmas! This is day 2 of trying to get some water at Bon Air, our farm here in Virginia. Okay, let's drive down to the well. Yesterday, Christmas Eve, I spent the entire day trying to get this thing working. Went to Home Depot before they closed, bought a new pump and an extra garden hose and fittings for the garden hose. If it's not the pump, it's got to be a 500-foot long run of water pipe going to our pressure tank. And I'm going to have to do a temporary fix with the garden hose if it's not the pump. Let's see if we can find out. Okay. Let's go back down into the cistern, through the bamboo forest, open it up. I'm gonna cut the line, the water line, and see if this pump is actually working. The easiest way to find out if it's the pump, I'm gonna cut the water line right here. I'm gonna have my wife cut the pump on. If it splurts water out, then I'm not talking about just 6 inches, but if it sends out the plume it should, then it's the water line. So let's find out. Well, there's water somewhere. Coming back from the tank, coming back from the house. I don't know. I thought it got rid of all the water yesterday. Now I gotta let that drain because I don't want to get soaked again like yesterday. Okay, I did cut the line. Not soaked, but it is pouring a lot of water out there from uphill. Time to find out. I'm gonna call my wife on the phone, have her turn on the switch. All right, that's what we have. The pump is pumping water, but with this pump, it's a 7-stage pump. It should be pumping it a lot higher than that. So I guess I'll hook up the new pump, see if that helps things. Maybe that's just not enough pressure to get it up the hill. See, it's got to go all the way up the hill, 500 feet. You can't see it, I know. Okay, I'm gonna go to the barn. Try to put some Teflon tape on these fittings and get the torch to heat up the poly 1-inch pipe. Okay, back in the shop. Forgot my tripod, so I'm gonna have to just figure this out. This time, I'm putting a ball valve. Yes. I'm sick and tired of not being able to cut the water off whenever I need to work on the pump. And I'm tired of taking a shower in cold water in the middle of the winter. So, I got this non-restrictive, better known as a full port ball valve. 1 inch. Gonna be worth every single penny that I spent on the thing. The trick is, I'm gonna put the new pump in, okay? If I only get a 6-inch plume of water from that, that's not gonna be good. That means I've got a clog between the cistern, and I've got a clog between the cistern and the pressure tank area. That's 500 feet of 1-inch line. That ain't going to be cheap. So I have bought garden hoses. Yeah, garden hoses. To give me a temporary fix if I have the correct fittings, that is. If I don't have the correct fittings, I'm going to be without water until I can get my buddy here with his excavator to dig me a new trench and run a new 1-inch line. Yeah, that's going to be cheap. Sarcasm intended. Okay, now I'm going to put some Teflon tape around here. Yeah, I should probably use plumber's dope. But right now, that is at the house, a quarter mile away. Okay, we're going to take this. I'm going to also take the torch. Hopefully I've got enough fuel. And I need to find some 1-inch line just in case. Let's search for some 1-inch poly. You know, buying a property from somebody else who kind of leaves all their mess here. One way it's kind of bad. Oh look, little toy car. Like that, and all this, and all this. But I have found about 50 feet of PEX line, different bolts and nuts and things. And I think I saw some black poly down here. Now, whether it's 1-inch or not, I don't know. Looks like 1-inch to me. Okay. I don't want to carry the entire thing, so I got to cut it somehow. Found 1-inch line. Okay. And I got to carry all these tools back. So I'm going to use a bucket. I need to cut all that wood up. I need to sandblast and place that propane tank in. I need to get all these tires moved to the dump. I need to paint the roof in the barn. And I need to get rid of that. Supposedly it fell down a year and a half ago in March with all of those windows and old millwork. It would have been a nice shed to park the tractor in, but now it's too far gone. Let's go back down and see what we have. That is, I think that was for maybe pigs or something. It's not tall enough for horses. Down here was my collection pile of iron that I found that I'm going to take to the scrapyard. This is a huge, I don't know, 1,000-gallon tank. Yeah, it's too big for my pickup. That needs to go to the scrapyard too. This is a cool old oak tree. Look at that. Man, if that thing could talk. Here's the new pump. Got a Everbuilt. I had, of course, a nice German Grundfos one, but let's see if it's the pump. Let's put these fittings on here. Damn, I left the fitting at the barn. You gotta be flipping kidding me. Yeah, I just know you enjoy going back and forth to the barn, watching Gil walk up and down the hill and on Christmas Day. Fortunately, some new friends of ours in the neighborhood, we've only been here a year, that we invited to our Christmas party. They invited us to a 2 o'clock early dinner with a couple of other friends at their house. That is so awesome, because as our kids are older and living in different parts of the United States, Christmas Day, we typically find ourselves together with that family, which is not a big deal. My wife, she cooks us a great breakfast. We had mimosas, and we have a nice quiet celebration to ourselves. But it'll be good to get with people on Christmas Day. We're really looking forward to that. All right, where's the fitting? It's not there. You gotta be kidding me. Dang, what's in my pocket? Oh man, it was in my pocket the entire flipping time. I just want to get my steps in for the day. That's what it is, see? Yeah, I'm just pretending that I forgot it. I really didn't forget it. Heck with getting your steps in. I want some running water. I want to take a shower. To the side of the barn is a loading dock. Look at that, loading dock. It looks maybe 75 years old. Man, what were they doing? Was it for hay for the cattle? Did they have another business here? There's a big ass saw blade, about 3 feet tall. Big round circular saw blade. Maybe they were milling wood, because there is wood in the hayloft. Nice live edge boards, about, I don't know, 3 inches, 2 inches thick. And since this used to be 940 acres before they started parceling it off, there was a lot of hardwood, a lot of deciduous trees. So maybe they did that. I'll try to find out. Now to take the fitting in my pocket and put this on there. 1 1/4 inch by 1 inch barb. The plan is to do this. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel of hooking it 100% up to the system, because if I don't get a geyser of water, then I got other issues. So let's get this in here nice and snug. Because if it's not the pump, this sucker's going back. It's too expensive to just sit in my... One improvement made. We have a ball valve. Yes. All this water coming down from the house, 5. Well, from my house, it'd be a total of a 1/4 mile. It's going to stop that so I can change out the pump. And that still doesn't get me water for the day, does it, though? All right. This is the moment of truth. I'm going to call my wife, tell her to turn the breaker on. If this thing shoots up way up here, then it was the pump. If it doesn't, buddy, we're in deep caca. I lost 2 hose clamps. They're at the bottom of the tank, and I have no more. So I only have 1 hose clamp there, and 1 there, 1 there. It's supposed to have 2. But I gotta see if this works. We need water, and we need water bed. So let me call my wife, see what we get. This thing likes 2 clamps. If it doesn't have 2 clamps, it leaks. As you can see, it's leaking. I'm gonna go get a wrench, because screwdriver's not tightening these puppies up enough until I can get more clamps. But it's Christmas Day. Yeah. I don't know if we've got water yet. But it's building up pressure, we'll see. My wife says we still have no water pressure. Damn. You got a break in the line? I'm gonna go up to where the expansion tank is and see what's going on there. We've got a lot of shale here, so it could be the shale's cut into the 1-inch poly line. Crap. All right, guys. Guys. I need you to chime in and tell me what you think it might be. Gotta go back down this pit. I don't know what it could be down here. My parents' house is closer than our house. Let's turn the light bulb on. Find out what's going on. Pressure switch obviously works. We've got water going to the house from here. I think we've got a T. Damn. What could it be, guys? What could it be? And of course, well, I'll do this. All right, I'm gonna put a new filter in, but before I do that, turn the water supply on to see if it's coming from this pipe up into here. Yeah. Damn. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I spent all Christmas Eve and all Christmas morning because I got a stupid clogged up filter. I just replaced that. How can that do that? That means the pump wasn't bad, which means I gotta take the old pump, put it back in. Son of a bitch. Okay, this is not family content. This doesn't even look clogged. I'm gonna tell my wife. Fortunately, I have a good wife. She's gonna go, you gotta be kidding me. Try it now. It'll work. It's filling up with air. I just replaced this 10 days ago. It doesn't even look clogged. When I replaced it, the water immediately started flowing.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, it wasn't the pump. It wasn't the pressure switch. It was none of that. This just became clogged instantaneously. So, Merry Christmas. We can go take a shower and go to our friend's house and be clean. And that ends the saga of no water on Christmas. So, goes to show, even though stuff looks good, change the damn stuff anyway. Merry Christmas. Where's the Tylenol?